Hello and welcome to my Game Week 6 score predictions of the 2022/23 EFL Championship campaign. Once again, we've got some tough fixtures to predict, so let's just get straight into it with Luton Town against Sheffield United. Luton Town did pick up their first victory of the season with a 2-0 victory over Swansea City, and Sheffield United did very well and picked up a 3-0 victory against Blackburn Rovers in their last game. I'm going to back Sheffield United to continue this amazing run that they have got going. They are currently top of the league table. Luton Town just a little bit shaky at the moment, but as I did say, they did pick up a victory, so they'll want to continue with that form. But I'm going to narrowly back the Blades in this one to get a 1-0 away victory. It was a 2-0 victory to Sheffield United last time these two sides faced. I think it'll be a little bit tighter than that one, but I'm still going to back Sheffield United to pick up all 3 points. And then we move on to Sunderland against Norwich City, where Norwich City finally boosting themselves up that table after a pretty poor start. They're now currently in 8th place after they did pick up a 2-0 victory against Millwall in their last game. Sunderland got a 1-0 victory over Stoke City. This one's going to be a very good one here. At the Stadium of Light, I am going to back Sunderland to do very well in their home games this season. Against Norwich City, though, I do think it'll be a little bit of a tough game, and I am going to back the Canaries to pick up all 3 points. I am going to back both sides to score, though, but I think Norwich will just manage to pick up a winner and to take all 3 points back to Norwich with them. So yeah, I'll go 2-1 Norwich in this one. And then it is Blackburn Rovers who lost, as I said, just above 3-0 to Sheffield United. They also lost 3-0 to Reading as well. That's 2 3-0 back-to-back defeats. Stoke City themselves, as I said, they lost 1-0 to Sunderland. Not on the greatest of form, Stoke City, but I am going to say it's going to be a draw. I'm going to go for a reasonably big scoreline, 2-2 draw. Obviously, it's not as big as the Blackpool 3-3 draw with Burnley, which we're about to come on as well, come on to now, and same with like the Newcastle 3, Man City 3 in the Premier League, but reasonably big draw in this one I'm going to go for. So yeah, 2-2. Both sides, especially Blackburn, not picking up any points in the last 2 games. Stoke's only picked up the 1. Yeah, I'll go for another draw in this one, 2-2. But Blackburn, I feel like they need to turn their form around. So I think they'll be able to do it with a draw in this one. And then we move on to Blackpool, who did get a 3-3 draw with Burnley in their last game. Bristol City picked up a 2-0 victory against Cardiff City. Very nice, comfortable 2-0 victory to Bristol there in their last game. Blackpool won this fixture last season 3-1. I'm going to go for a draw though, 1-1. I think Blackpool still yet to find their feet. Bristol City, I think maybe they can get a little run going, unbeaten in their last 3, picked up a victory in their last 2. I'll go for a draw in this one though, 1-1. And then we move on to Cardiff against Preston North End. Will we be able to pick up anything other than a 0-0 draw? Probably not. We are the only team in England yet to still concede. We were waiting on Newcastle and Manchester City to each concede a goal, and seeing that they were playing each other and it was a 3-3 draw, we are the only team now in England yet to concede, and do believe we are the first team ever in the Championship to go without conceding a goal in the first 5 games of the season. So yeah, good run that we've got on there. Record, breaking some records. I think it'll continue as well. Cardiff City 0, Preston North End 0. Cardiff City are unbeaten in their last 7 meetings against Preston North End, and also I do think that run will continue and it will extend to 8. Also, I do think we'll keep our clean sheet run going as well. This is such a, after all the 0-0 draws we've been getting, Cardiff City is literally the game that's like guaranteed to end 0-0. It was a 0-0 draw last time these two sides faced. We've got a very good defence. We've defended really well against some top teams, not conceded to them, just not scored which is, the only problem apart from the 1-0 victory to Luton that we did get in there, which is a only victory. But yeah, Cardiff, they did lose 2-0 to Bristol. They want to probably, pick up at least a point, bounce back from that defeat, and yeah, 0-0 draw. Huddersfield against West Brom. West Brom finally picked up their first victory of the season, and what a victory it was. A 5-2 victory over Hull City. Huddersfield Town still maybe struggling. I'm going to back them to score, but I do think West Brom will pick up a nice, comfortable 3-1 victory in this game. And then it is Hull City against Coventry City. Finally, Coventry get to play a game. They've only played 2 out of their 5 games due to, 3 of their home games being postponed due to the pitch not being, safe to play on. I don't know what's happening there at Coventry, but it is going to be safe for when Preston make the trip there, which is going to be good. I think hopefully it better be a good pitch. Playing against Hull City, who they did lose 5-2 to West Brom in their last game, as I did say above. Coventry, they've not played, but I'm not sure if that's going to be a good factor in this. They've not been playing any games in the Championship, but they've had more time to recover, to train as a group, but yet no games played. This one's going to be a tricky one. I can see both sides picking up something in this. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. It was a 2-0 victory to Hull City last time these two sides faced, and Hull City, have got a pretty good run going, apart from their first defeat of the season. I'll go for another draw, though, in this one. It will be hard to tell how Coventry City will play in this one, so I'll just set up with the points. Middlesbrough, still waiting to pick up their first victory of the season. Both sides really struggling. I think Middlesbrough's currently in 23rd and Swansea's in around 20th. I think Middlesbrough's going to pick up their first victory of the season. I think it'll be very tight though, 1-0. I don't think Swansea will be able to score a goal in this game, but I do think that it will be, quite tight. So I'll back Middlesbrough to pick up the first victory in a narrow 1-0 victory. And then it is Millwall against Reading. Reading, got a pretty good run going on at the moment. Millwall did lose 2-0 to Norwich in the last game. I think they'll bounce back though, and I think they'll pick up all 3 points in a very nice, comfortable 2-0 victory to Millwall. It's always a very hard place to go to, the Den, and I don't think Reading will be able to pick up anything from the game. So 2-0. Rotherham United against Birmingham next, where Birmingham City are actually undefeated in their last 7 meetings with Rotherham United. Rotherham United got a pretty good run going at the moment, coming up from League One, doing pretty well. I'm going to actually say they're going to pick up all 3 points in this one. Birmingham City, I do think that they will struggle this season. I do think Rotherham are going to be another side that will struggle, but obviously that's not looking likely at the moment. And I'm going to back them to pick up all 3 points, and Rotherham to pick up a first victory in a while. And then we've got the final 2 games with Watford against QPR. Watford, of course, got the 0-0 draw with Preston in their last game. Yeah, I think they'll pick up all 3 points in this one, but I do think it'll be a lot tighter than what people are saying. It was a 2-1 victory to QPR last time these two sides faced. I'm going to back Watford in a very narrow 1-0 victory. They're at home at Vicarage Road. Got 2 draws, actually, back-to-back there, so they'll want to pick up all 3 points. Ismail Assar looking not likely now that he's going to be joining Aston Villa, so, he could be coming into the team, maybe on the bench now. He's not been involved for the past couple of games. But I think maybe Sarr will feature for Watford in this game. Not that I'm saying that he's going to be the goal scorer, but he'll certainly help if he is there. But yeah, 1-0 to Watford. And then we finish off with Wigan against Burnley, where these two sides haven't faced each other since 2014. It was a 2-0 victory to Burnley when they did face each other in 2014. And I'm going to say this is going to be a shock result here. I'm going to say Wigan 0, Burnley 0. Burnley, of course, picked up the 3-3 draw with Blackpool in their last game. I'm going to go straight from a 3-3 draw to a low 0-0 draw. Wigan at home in this one, and they've just beat Birmingham 1-0, just narrow, but I do think that's gonna help. Not managing to lose yet, and against Burnley it is going to be a tough test, but I think that they will cope. I don't know why, but I just feel like Wigan are going to be able to pick up at least I don't think they'll win it. I think they'll be able to hold on to a point, and they'll defend well. They will have chances. Both sides will have chances. There's always chances in the Championship, but a 0-0. But it'll be a good point, a really good point for Wigan in this game. So yeah, that wraps up my Game Week 6 score predictions. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.